And we're back with KMMA. I'm Andy O.
I'm Khalil Deal.
And we're on to the main card portion of UFC Fight Night, Bautista against Basharat. So opening things up, we have Mikhail. No, it's a Dustin Jacoby. Sorry, Dustin Jacoby against Julius Walker. Then we have Gene Matsumoto against Farid Basharat, followed by Mikhail Olachichik against Marc-Andre Barriot. Then it's Jailton Almeida in the feature fight against Rizvan Kuniev. In the co-main event, we have Amir Albazi against Kiori Horiguchi. And main eventing, we have Mario Batista against Vinicius Oliveira. So real deal. Who do you got here between Dustin Jacoby and Julius Walker?
All right, man. So yeah, for this one here, man, I gotta go with Dustin Jacoby, man. Like this guy really impressed me in the last fight against Bruno Lopez when he knocked him out with that left hook. That was really good. And then the fight before that, I actually picked Vitor Petrino to win, and he knocked him out with a right cross. So Dustin Jacoby, even though he's 37 years old, man, he's still been really, really good. He's got good striking. He's a good striker. Yeah, he's got knockout power. The guy can scramble too. He knows how to wrestle. And you know, the last fight against, like I said, the last two fights, he really impressed me. Julius Walker, he's still very green, man. He lost to Alonzo Menefiel in that split decision. I remember I picked Julius Walker to win that. I think you did too, Andy. I don't remember if you picked him too, but I remember picking Julius Walker. I thought he had maybe even won that fight, but yeah, he couldn't just get the job done against Alonzo Menefiel. And then he beat Rafael Cerquera, who's really not that great either. So I think Julius Walker is still pretty green. And I just like that the veteran, man, Dustin Jacoby, fighting the no, the better competition, man. This guy's fought many fighters in the UFC, man. We're talking it's the list goes on from young Kutelaba. We're talking Michal Oleksiejczuk, who's going to be actually in this card later on. Dao Woon Jung, Khalil Roundtree, Azamat Mirzakhanov, Kennedy Zachukwu, Menefiel, Dominic Reyes, and the last two fights, like we just mentioned. So I got to go with Dustin Jacoby, man. I think he can get the job done here and win by knockout or decision. I think he's just a little bit better than Julius Walker, man.
I have to agree with you here. I'm going to be going with Dustin Jacoby too. Uh, a wealth of kickboxing experience, starting out in Glory Kickboxing, fought a lot of monsters there, fought a lot of great competitors in the UFC. He also his wrestling's all right, you know. He sometimes he gets taken down a lot, but he can get back up, and he has the power, man. I think Julius Walker here. You'd think his path to victory would be to get this fight on the ground, try for top control, give me some hard ground and pound, try to get in a position for that. Um, but it may also, it may be keep it on the feet and try to just line up a good shot on Jacoby because Jacoby's chin may be on the way out. Like I was worried about that before, but you mentioned those couple wins, you know, so I'm kind of on the fence on that. He is getting up there, 37 now. Julius Walker, more than 10 years older, younger here. Um, but Julius, if I were Julius Walker, I don't know what I would do. I guess I'd go down the takedown route, but the longer the fight goes, the more Julius Walker will get drenched. And, you know, logically, the slipperier and wetter you are, the easier it is to escape, you know? So that's what I'm thinking will happen with Dustin Jacoby. Because let me tell you, there's no one in the history of the UFC that sweats in there as much as Julius Walker. If I were him, I'd really try to get him down and get into a position where I can drown Dustin Jacoby. Literally. I
I
try
wonder if that's why they call him Juice Box, man.
I try to pour like myself on him, on his face and his nose, so he can't breathe anymore. I'm serious. Check this guy out, how much he sweats. It's a highlight of the card when this guy fights, just for that reason alone. Um, just yeah, for your reasons, and yeah, I don't think he has enough at this point in his career to beat Justin Jacoby. Although stranger things have happened, so I'm gonna go here and go ahead and call uh, decision or knockout for Jacoby.
All right, we're in agreement with the first fight of the main card. All right, let's keep it going here. Next fight, we got Farid Basharat against Gene Matsumoto. Who you got in this one, Andio?
Okay, now we have Farid the Greater here out of the two Basharats. Gene Matsumoto, great boxer. Love his pressure going forward. Nice combos. Great at distance. Just with his pressure, it's hard to deal with. But man, Farid Basharat, smart fighter as well. Great takedowns. He can get the control time if he needs to, and I think he's going to just fight to his strengths and avoid Gene Matsumoto's strengths. Try to put a limitation on those, and say good all the good things you want about Gene Matsumoto, but this guy gets taken down, man. Anyone can take him down, and take him down a lot. I think. I Basharat's just really good at that aspect of the game, so give me Basharat by decision or submission.
Yeah, man, I'm also on Farid Basharat as well, man. Gene Matsumoto, though, he's pretty decent. He's pretty well rounded. He's got a style that's primarily rooted in Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He does have submissions. He's got six submissions out of his 17 wins. He's known for his aggressive, fast-paced approach. He utilizes sharp, heavy strikes, including low kicks, combined with slick grappling. He does have a brown belt in BJJ. He likes to transition to the clinch or groundwork when opponents back up on him. Farid Basharat, this guy is very highly skilled. He's got an analytical approach that combines technical scrapping with elite grappling. He excels at controlling his opponents on the mat. He uses calculated ground and pound. He looks for submissions, particularly arm triangles and rear naked chokes, without rushing. And he's very patient in the cage, and he's got a high level striking efficiency. So I'm going to go with Farid Basharat to get the job done here, man. He's 14-0. I think he's going to go 15-0 and after this. And I got him winning by submission or decision. All right, so me and Andy O in agreement with the second fight of the main card. Next fight, we got Michal Oleksiejczuk against Marc-Andre Barriault.
Yeah, here, gimme Michelle Oleksiejczuk, the pride of the Fighting Nerds. I even think his ground game is going to get better since he joined the Fighting Nerds. In this fight here, I think Marc-Andre Barriault is definitely chinny by now. And like Dustin Stoltzfus even knocked him out. So there you go. That should be proof in the pudding. And especially with the style the power bar fights in, which is still the place he wants to be in this fight. Mikel Oleksiejczuk isn't afraid. He's going to come at him. But if Marc-Andre Barriault can keep him in that clinch, very close in range, in elbow range, that's where he's dangerous, most dangerous, and that's where he can stand a chance to win. But Oleksiejczuk, man, I think he's getting better. He has more power. He's way better on the feet with continuous movement and combos and straight shots. Really fun to watch. He comes there trying to take your head off. 16 knockouts, man. Don't forget, he also spent a significant amount of time in light heavyweight. And at middleweight here, often he seems smaller than the guy he's against at middleweight. And he was knocking out these light heavyweights. So, yeah, this is a case of Mikel Oleksiejczuk getting better. And I think Andre Barriault, man, very questionable chin. And Oleksiejczuk, man, he doesn't have to worry about takedowns against Barriault, but even if that happened, I think Oleksiejczuk can wind up on top and can just ground and pound his face into the mat. Here I'm going to go with Oleksiejczuk by a finish here. Give me knockout or sub.
Yeah, man, I'm also on board with Michal Oleksiejczuk, even though I don't like his face. And I never liked this guy, to be honest with you, man.
But you're starting to love his skills, bro.
I have to admit that he's good, man. His fighting style is striking and grappling. He's mainly a striker. Doesn't use his grappling very much. He's not very good at jiu-jitsu. Even though he's earned a purple belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, his submission skills are average. But his knockout power is where he shines, man. The guy's got 16 knockouts out of 21 wins. A lot of his early fights ended in the first round. So he likes to finish his fights. He's impressed me. I got to admit it, man. Even though I've always tried to pick against him, he's always proved me wrong. Against Cedricus Dumas, knocked him out. And the last fight against Gerald Meerschaert, he knocked him out. He was on a three-fight losing streak, though, before that, where he got subbed by Michel Pereira, subbed by Kevin Holland, and also got lost to Shara Magomedov.
Yeah, that fake sub by Kevin Holland.
Marc-Andre Barrios not that good either, man. He lost a split decision to Chris Curtis. He got knocked out by Joe Pyfer. He got knocked out by Dustin Stolfus, and he also lost to Shara. So that's one of the things they share in common. They both lost to Shara Magomedov. His only win in the last 5 fights was against Bruno Silva for Marc-Andre Barrios. So I got to go with Michal Oleksiejczuk. I think he gets the job done here. Like you said, his chin's not that good anymore for Barrio. Give me Michal Oleksiejczuk by knockout or decision.
And Oleksiejczuk has a great chin.
Yeah, it's true. He does. He's very tough. All right, so we're in agreement with this fight as well. Let's move on up to the next one here. So we've got Jailton Almeida against Rizvan Kuniev. Now, Jailton Almeida, I've told you guys before, if you guys have watched our videos, that he's one of my favorite heavyweights fighters of all time. I love watching this guy fight. He's an amazing, amazing submission specialist, an amazing grappler and wrestler. He's very, very good at takedowns. He gets good double leg, single leg takedowns. Once he gets you to the ground, he moves and scrambles to look for the submissions. And he really disappointed me though in the last fight against Alexander Volkov, where he lost the split decision. I thought that he didn't do enough in that fight. I thought that he didn't go for the submissions as much as he could. He didn't strike at all very much in that fight either.
He was afraid to open up.
Yeah, he did look good against Sergey Spivak, knocked him out with ground and pound where he had him mounted on his back. And also he looked good against Alexander Romanov where he got that submission, that rear naked choke on him. But he did lose to Curtis Blades when he wouldn't let go of Curtis Blades' leg, and Curtis Blades just hammer fisted his head in. Kuniev is not bad, but he's still very green. The guy's only fought once in the UFC, and he lost to Curtis Blades by split decision. We don't know much about Kuniev, man. We know that the guy's Dagestani. He can wrestle. He does have some submissions as well. He can grapple. He does have some power. But I still think he's too green for a guy like Jailton Almeida. I think Jailton Almeida's grappling skills and jiu-jitsu skills are just too good for Kuniev. Give me Jailton Almeida by knockout or submission. I think he gets the finish. Even though Kuniev's never been finished, I think Jailton Almeida will get the finish on him.
Here, I think Almeida's turned into a real disappointment, probably since his loss to Blades, where he showed poor fight IQ. And ever since then, he hasn't looked really that great. And in that fight against Alexander Volkov, man, I had Volkov. And that one of those fights, up until the very end, Volkov, they gave the win to him as well. They should have. Even though Jailton Almeida had like 12 minutes of control time, hell yeah, give it to Volkov for causing more damage and not giving Jailton a win for being really afraid to go for anything. It is a fight. It's not like lying on your opponent until they die and you can win because, you're still I think this fight is going to wind up probably in a knockout for Kuniev or sub or decision for Almeida if he decides to lie on him. The thing here, Kuniev is better on the feet. I think he has more power. He's a more natural striker. He's also light on the feet for a big guy. So I know Jailton has the experience and he definitely has the advantage on the ground and in the subs. But this, to me, is another 1-900 gambler fight. I think there's 3 in all on this card, and that's a lot for me. I'm going to look for Almeida to come back after that dreadful performance and prove he's not afraid of getting hit and prove he's just as good as a nail and as a hammer. And put away Rizvan Kuniev. So give me Jailton Almeida by knockout or sub.
Nice. So we're in agreement
But
with
probably sub, of course, but I say, he may get into a position.
yeah, ground and pound knockout could happen too. You never know.
Yeah.
All right, so we're in agreement with that one as well. Nice. Moving on up to the next fight here, we got Amira Albazi against Kyoji Horiguchi. This is the co-main event of the main card here. Who you got in this one, Andio?
Here, I want to tell everyone that, these guys fight themselves in the cage. They battle it out, but we fight the algorithm. So the way to help us out is to like, subscribe, hype us up. And as for this fight here, I'm going with Kiori Horiguchi. He had a spectacular fight against Ulanbekov the last fight. Just with the wrestling also. Like at the beginning, I was like, what are you doing? You're looking so good on the feet. You're hitting with power. You're moving so well. Nice feints. Then decides just to simply out wrestle Ulanbekov. Just looked like $1 million for a huge underdog. And I had him in that fight. I knew he was better than Ulanbekov, but was it just a great out of this world performance and he has to come down to earth a little bit? Could be true, but I think Amir Albazi isn't really the same. I think he's been battling tons of injuries I hear lately, and his body's just not cooperating. I'm going to go with significantly favored, I think this time around, Kiori Horiguchi, because he's super well rounded. You can say that way now. What was really working well for Horiguchi to get his win started last time out was those leg kicks that were murdering Ulanbekov's legs. I don't know how well that's going to work in with Albazi. Let's see if he tries that at the start of the fight. But considering Albazi's recent, injury woes, and he's more of a wrestler, Albazi, and he's there to get you down. Kiori whips him on the feet all day, I think. So, although I still think he's pretty hard to finish, even in his current state, I'm going to lean for decision by Horiguchi or knockout.
Yeah, man, I'm in agreement with you. I got to go with Kyoji Horiguchi. Although I have to say this though, Amir Albazi is a heavy dog in this one, man, and I definitely will think about in the betting a little sprinkle on him there because Amir Albazi is still pretty good. The guy's 17-2. The Prince Amir Albazi, he's a highly technical grappling focused fighter. He specializes in jiu-jitsu and elite back taking capabilities. He's an orthodox fighter. He mixes high level submission grappling, 93% offensive grappling. He's got methodical boxing, often using pressure, a strong clinch work, and cage pinning to secure takedowns. Over half of his wins come by submission. He's got slick transitions and powerful top control. He's a master at taking the back, and he uses educated jabs and stiff technical boxing to set up his takedowns. So he's not a bum at all. This guy, he's really good. So that's why I don't understand why the line is so wide there. But I'll go with Kyoji Horiguchi. This guy's also very, very good. He's got elite traditional karate, a karate base. He specifically focuses on Kyokushin karate. His style is exceptional. He's got speed, explosive blitzes, fighting from long range. He transitions quickly. He's got good combinations, damaging combinations. He's highly regarded as a well-rounded striker and a striker slash grappler. This guy is good on the ground as well. He's versatile. He could, he can hit you with ground and pound, or get you with hard punches, powerful punches. He's a knockout guy. He's got 15 knockouts, as you can see, and he's just fought a lot, man. He's got 40 fights in total. Very experienced. Give me Kyoji Horiguchi to win this one by knockout or decision. All right, so me and Andy O in agreement with that one as well. Let's get to the main event of the main event here. Where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, I didn't get the main event there. Just give me a second here. We'll get that back in there in a sec.
Yeah, so in the main event here, we will be having Mario Batista against Vinicius Oliveira. I
Yeah,
believe it's going to be his first round fight.
yeah, we need this fight in here. Sorry about that, folks. Here we go. There we go. We got Mario Batista and Vinicius Oliveira. So for this one here, man, I'm going against the grain in this one, man. I know a lot of people are high on Mario Batista. I like Mario Batista as well. He's very aggressive, well-rounded. He's got high volume striking. He's got strong grappling as well. He's got good Muay Thai and solid wrestling and jiu-jitsu. Uh, and you know he's good at grappling as well, and he can get submissions. He often targets the body to set up his power shots. But Vinicius Oliveira is a dog, man. You know, this guy fights like a dog. He goes out there and gives it his all. I feel like Vinicius Oliveira is going to be a good matchup for Mario Batista because not only can Vinicius, I think he's better on the feet personally, better boxer, better striker than Mario Batista, but he can also scramble on the ground. Now, he may not be as good of jiu-jitsu as Mario Batista is, but he could scramble on the ground. He could get reversals. He could reverse you when he gets taken down. He can get on top. He can outdog you, man. I think he's just gonna outdog Mario Batista in this one, man. And I'm going for lock dog in this one. Give me lock dog by knockout or decision. I think he's gonna just outdog Mario Batista. He's the younger guy. I feel like he's gonna be in better shape and stronger than Mario Batista as well. And he goes out there and he gives it his all, man. He brawls really good. 23 wins, 3 losses. You know what I mean? Compared to 16-3. I got to go with Vinicius here. Give me Vinicius, knockout or decision.
Yeah, if you're going against the grain, I suppose I'm going with the grain here. My pick is going to be Mario Batista. I think he's very, very good. Without being great in anything, top notch everywhere. I like the way, yeah, you mentioned those body shots to set up the power shots. I like body shots in general. I think he's paying attention to doing that. And he has 5 round experience as well as facing better competition, I would say, overall. Not by much, but a little bit. Also, Vinicius, sometimes it looks like he's gassing out a little bit. With the striking, I guess you can consider him better, but it's only because he's more, well, he's better in unorthodox, dangerous striking, I would say. Yeah, he has his hands down, but he uses combos and angles combined with his awesome leg body shots, which he uses it to prep for that head kick, and those are all vicious. So he fights crazy, essentially. But again, that gas tank bothers me. I think Mario Batista is better on the ground. He's almost been subbed before in previous fights, so I'm thinking maybe this is a fight where Batista is going to be looking for that sub later in the fight when Vinicius gets tired. Here it is close, this fight, but in the end, I'm going to have to go with Mario Batista. Experience in 5 rounds, better gas tank, and he's a smart fighter in there. But Vinicius, super talented. Can't wait for this fight. Going to be good. Going to go with Batista for the decision.
All right, so me and Andy O disagreeing in the main event of this main card. And by the way, Vinicius Oliveira is going to be my dog of the week.
Dog of the week.
This one. So there you have it, folks. Our early predictions and breakdowns for the main card. And like and subscribe, and stay tuned for Friday for our
Friday's fabulous face-off show. We got to take one last look at these animals, before they get back into the cage.
And don't forget the betting video on Friday, man. So there it is. KAMMA, baby. Peace out.
Yeah.
Let's get it.